Hello and welcome to another audio analysis. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the track Epitaph by the Australian metalcore band Make Them Suffer. This is the band's first release of 2024. They've been slowly drip feeding us new tracks since the release of their fourth studio album How to Survive a Funeral. We've had songs such as Doom Switch and Ghost of Me, and they're also a band that have been constantly chopping and changing members since their inception. It's only Sean Harmanis on unclean vocals and Nick McLernan on lead and rhythm guitar. They've actually been a stable core for this band. Between every single album they've switched members, and they most recently took on Alex Reid on keyboards and clean vocals, so constant change of that clean vocalist, but they certainly seem to be causing a bit of a stir. Certainly the most recent track, Ghost of Me, really got people's attention, and they're hoping to continue driving that attention forward with the release of this latest single. So will this latest track prove to be monumental or simply forgetful? Let's take a look at exactly how it sounds. Okay, I really did want to stop the track because I'm loving the energy that is really coming through on the band. Really those harmonies and working between Alex Reid and Sean Harmanis, really beautifully interweaving between each other, then combining on some of those verses and choruses. And one thing I really love about the opening of this track is the way that they actually kind of use the keys and the plucked strings elements to really kind of give off this sci-fi effect, and there's actually a good reason for that. This track certainly feels like extraterrestrial life coming to Earth and watching after we've effectively destroyed ourselves. They're coming to this Earth that's already been decimated because we as a society have just completely destroyed the planet. They came to watch our burial engraved upon a plastic plaque. So kind of that remembrance effectively of this Earth. Our names stay etched with Aries. I love that, the idea of sending out those messages, sending out those signals to try and reach extraterrestrial life. And when the actual time comes that we do reach that kind of point, if there is any life out there and they come to Earth, they're just going to be kind of completely surprised by what they do find, because there'll be nothing left of this Earth. So you can really see this doomsday effect and this sci-fi effect they're really etching into this track. And certainly with the actual name Epitaph as well, it is kind of a phrase or form of words written in memory of a person who has died, especially usually as an inscription like on a tombstone. But rather than looking at one singular person, it's looking at like society as a whole. It's looking at the entire world, that really apocalyptical event that's really coming through. And I love the way they build in these very big, powerful sounds, certainly from Alex, really kind of thrusting it forward in the chorus. They came in chariots to come and carry us. They came to save ourselves from what we've done. So they kind of answered that call. We're crying out for help because we're destroying ourselves, and then eventually this extraterrestrial life really comes to try and save us, to bring those chariots to take us away, to save us from the cancer that we've become, effectively, which we do see in a later lyric as well. But they come effectively too late. They sent the messengers to come deliver us. They came to save ourselves from what we have become. So we've evolved to a point where we've just effectively become very, very self-destructive, and all the winds of change won't save us. So no matter how much we try to really change things around, it is effectively too late. And we really see some of these very dark moments coming in from Sean Harmanis in the verses. The idea of we spread like a cancer, lost in the void. So the fact that we are just lost in this abyss, this black space where there's no light, and a lot of darkness really kind of is in control of absolutely everything. So I love these ideas that are really bringing in those verses. Our crimes are inexcusable, because it's effectively unbelievable to think of what we're doing to each other. So I love the way that they're kind of touching on that, amazed with how we threw it all away. This golden opportunity we're given to live life on this earth, and we just completely threw that chance and just completely burned it all down. Well, what a very powerful track really coming through from the band, really kind of giving us that very apocalyptical, massive scale feel to this track by really bringing in some of these very strong vocals from both vocalists, some very powerful, quick pitted guitar sounds as well, to really help build that franticness, and almost like time is running out, time is running through the hourglass, that point of self-destruction. I also love the way they really incorporated some of these keys and these electronic elements to really build the suspense. Those pluck strings really do have so much power to this track, in the way they add to this franticness and this suspense of, will this extra life get to us on time to save ourselves? Will those chariots arrive in time? So I love the way they really brought that in, and also bringing in the idea of the bridge, death won't save us, death won't save our souls. So if we reach that point of self-destruction, we're not effectively going to be saved or immortalized or things like that. It's going to be effectively too late. So I love the way they're constantly bringing in this idea of time running out, building the suspense, building in some of these slightly more sci-fi elements with this very doomsday apocalyptical feel they're really bringing in on this track, and I can really see why they're starting to generate a lot of attention. A very clean and powerful track that meshes all these elements together very, very well. It never feels like it's too clunky or jarring. Everything just kind of layers over each other very, very nicely, and you can really see the power that comes through on the production of this track, and certainly see Alex really making her statement kind of almost with the introduction of joining this band fairly recently and actually showing what she's capable of. But it'll be very interesting to see what else the band can put out this year, but this is certainly a very strong showing coming from the band to really kick off 2024. So there we have it, Make Them Suffer with Epitaph, the first track of 2024, but will it be worth remembering? I would love to know your thoughts about this track in the comments section below. Do you like the fact that they're kind of blending new and old styles, going from something much heavier and mixing it with something slightly cleaner and something new, or do you kind of prefer some of their older styles, which was certainly having that much more heavier element really being brought in? I really would love to know your thoughts. Also, if you would like to see more content like this, then please do feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next audio analysis.